welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tiffany Beaston from Beauty and the Beastons, and I upload twice a week. Today we are finally tackling my fridge and pantry. If you're new here, it's been a whirlwind of coming back for the summer. 7th birthday party, if you missed that, I just put that up last. Malibu Barbie party prep, and I also put up a video that we're homeschooling, and I set up that entire homeschool room. So like, it's just been like a whirlwind. So the kitchen, the fridge, the pantry, everything in this vicinity is kind of lacking, and I really need to catch up. I don't know about you guys, but when everything is a mess around me, it just steals my energy and I'm exhausted and I can't think straight and I can't get things done. Plus, I also just started back counting my macros and doing my daily workouts. So it's so much better when things in the fridge and pantry are organized. You know what you have, you can plan your meals better, and it's just, life is better when things are organized. So let's get into it. This is the first space that we are going to be tackling. Just kind of threw everything in here once we got back from the bay, and I did order some new organizers for the fridge, which I'm really excited for. And yeah, we need to get this situated. I'm pretty sure this is like a bracelet that the kids made, but oh my gosh, thank you. I need this in my life. We're gonna organize all of our electrolytes and make them beautiful. You guys know this is an electrolyte that I've been drinking for a long time now. It's so delicious and it has so many benefits because there's 3 different types of magnesium in it. But I'm gonna grab one of these before we get started. I'm just trying to decide. I had this one earlier. I drink 2 of these a day. I'm gonna go for iced tea lemonade, which is Chris's favorite too. Wild fact, actually 75% of us are deficient in magnesium, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. Since so many of us are low on magnesium, that's actually why when we're drinking other electrolytes and things like that, we still feel low on energy and not recovered from our workout. And electrolytes aren't just for somebody that's doing a strenuous workout, it's for everybody. So there's magnesium L-threonate for focus, magnesium malate for energy, magnesium glycinate for recovery, and sodium and potassium for max hydration. So you get all of that in one little packet of electrolytes. I'm gonna try to fit them in here and see if that looks more organized. You guys have to try these. Everyone who's tried these that I recommend them to absolutely loves them. And if you look at the ingredients on these electrolytes compared to other different electrolytes, the other electrolytes are mostly just salt bombs that make you bloated and just make you feel worse, but not Magna. It's so delicious. The perfect pick-me-up midday as well. So I honestly, like, it's really hard because every time I have a flavor, I'm like, oh, this is my favorite one. But I don't know, I think the mint lemonade and the iced tea lemonade are probably my top 2 favorites. I also love that there's the sticks and the cute little water bottle because I can just throw them in my soccer bag. You know that we have soccer literally all day on Saturdays, plus practices multiple times a week and sometimes even on Sundays. So it's great that there's these super easy little packs. Any bag I have, you can find one of these in. I actually look forward to having 2 of these a day. Watermelon lime is also a close call. My brain is feeling better already. I'm actually gonna use 2 of these, and then as we start to go through them, I'll probably just combine them all into one. I feel so much better now. I'm definitely gonna make some labels for these as well. The magnesium helps me with stress regulation, muscle recovery, focus, just, I love this. And plus, if you're just like sick of drinking water, everyone likes those crappy flavored drops. Instead, drink something that's actually good for you and tastes amazing. Natural energy, no caffeine, and no crash. This is gonna help us get through the rest of this organizing video, but I'm telling you, even just something so little as organizing the electrolytes, like I'm already ready to keep going and tackling more. Be sure to check them out. Go to drinkmagna.com, or I'll have everything linked down below for you. Try them out. Let me know in the comments down below what flavor you need to stock up on. So I'm gonna open up all of these and wash them. So with Ella, this is my new iced coffee mug. See, that's where my straw goes. I'm going to use these in the fridge for like produce and stuff. That's what it's for. So let's wash them. And then I got more of these. I already have these, but they're great. They're like really drink all big. This. I also got new silverware because I don't know where any of my silverware is. We like never have forks. Ew, don't worry, we're gonna vacuum this out too. Real life. Guys, day 2 here. Just finished up homeschooling, working out, doing all that. Chris just took the kids to hit golf balls for phys ed today, so that's kind of exciting for them. While they're gone, though, I'm going to, before we finish the pantry and organizing and stuff, I want to get a few things going, like a crock pot meal that's not for dinner tonight because I promised the kids breakfast for dinner tonight. But we are going to make some protein pancakes for myself for later. And then I'm making a creamy protein chicken pasta in the crock pot for lunches for me for the rest of the week. And if Chris likes it, or if the kids like it, you know, they can have it. But I just know that it's high protein, that I will like it. So we're gonna meal prep some of that. I'm also gonna make protein banana bread for Tanner. It's for everybody, but Tanner's the main one who eats it and loves it, so I always call it his banana bread. So just a couple of those things before we get to organizing. So let's get started first with the crock pot meal. So pretty easy. We have chicken thighs. Oh, and also you see all my stuff is out of the dishwasher and dried. Plain Greek yogurt. Some cream cheese. Chicken broth. These I found last night after soccer. I went like grocery shopping, like actually went to the store, which is exciting for me. But I found these. I've never seen these before. I really love their, it's like a protein pasta. I love their gluten-free protein mac and cheese. It's really good. And then for the seasonings, we are doing salt and pepper, of course, but also going to be doing some Italian and red pepper flakes, and then some smoked paprika. Also, onion and garlic that I'm getting too much. I know it seems like a lot, but pretty easy, right? And then the pasta will cook at the end and then add in. So the reason that I chose this meal is because it's all based on stuff that I already had. And that's what I want to do today too. I also really want to get a new cutting board. But what I want to do today is take stock of what we have so that we can meal plan some meals. So first thing we do is just make our sauce. I always get questions on how I cut an onion. It seems simple, but if no one ever taught you, it's not. And this is just the way I like to do it. So I leave this part on because it keeps this all connected. And then I peel a layer and cut the top part off. So see, here again, you want to keep that on to keep it all connected, and then peel the first layer. Now that it's like cold out, I'm back into the mood of cooking. Like I said, I barely cooked this summer, so I need to prove myself to my family. That's how this is really even cooking, right? It's just so easy. So once we have these, we're all cleaned up over here. We are going to slice it on the lines, or as close to it. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just don't go all the way back because we want that to hold it together, remember? I know you thought you were watching an organizing video, not a tutorial on how to cut an onion, but I gotta help my girls out here. Not all of us have people that just teach us how to do stuff like this. So then once that's all sliced lengthwise, right? I had to think about the word. Then we're gonna just cut it this way. And you're gonna get nice little dices of onion, see? And again, this is all just gonna be cooked in the crock pot. It's not that serious. It doesn't have to be perfectly uniform. And if you want thicker pieces, just don't cut on the lines. You want like big old chunks, and that happens sometimes too. Just try not to get it all the way up towards the front. And also try not to stab yourself. So we've got our one yellow onion. We're gonna mix all these ingredients together to make a sauce. Now we're gonna do garlic. Garlic, to make it easier to peel, go like this, smash it down. Cold and flu season is coming up. We need lots of onion and garlic in our lives. If you didn't make your garlic honey, make sure you do that. I still have mine from last year. The longer it sits, the better. Swear by that stuff. Okay, so we're gonna put our garlic and our onion into our sauce here. All right, onion and garlic in a bowl. 1 cup of broth here, it's chicken broth. 1 cup of Greek yogurt. 8 ounces of cream cheese. tablespoon of Italian seasoning, teaspoon of smoked paprika, and then some red pepper flake. Stir this up. Probably gonna need a whisk in my life, but let's see what we can do with this. All right, that's good enough for me for now. It's still a little chunky, but it's gonna melt in there, right? I just throw our thighs in, gonna do some salt and pepper, and pour the sauce over. And then we're gonna do it on low. Since we're not in a rush, just cooks better on low. Now we set it on low and pray it tastes good. All right, now that that's done, let's prep our pancakes. I'm only gonna do one serving for tonight. I don't wanna make a bunch because I don't feel like they hold up that well, this cottage cheese version in the fridge. But I am thinking I'm gonna get some pumpkin in this next grocery order and make my old protein pumpkin pancakes because those were amazing. Gonna use my Beast here, and it's so simple. It's just 2 eggs, half cup cottage cheese, half cup of rolled oats. So, that smells terrible. Ew, what the heck? It smells like a skunk took a dump in there. I have to teach my husband, you can't put caps on stuff until things are dry all the way, but at least he puts dishes away. I'm so excited to decorate my kitchen for fall. I'm trying to go like 90s vibes, not like anything crazy, but just like what I remember from my childhood from Halloween, like lots of leaves and, let's say string lights, but like fairy lights and stuff like that. So I've been ordering and I can't wait to put everything together. So I've been telling myself that once I get everything clean and organized in here, that's my gift to myself, is I get to decorate my Halloween style. I always do, I wouldn't say always, but recently, I think last year and this year, like I do fall and Halloween mixed because I just want to enjoy it. Like I don't want to put it up and then like take it down. Like I'd rather have just both things mixed and enjoy it longer instead of like decorating for fall, taking that down, and then decorating for Halloween. Also, my favorite cottage cheese is Good Culture, but I have not been able to find it anywhere lately. Like I don't know if there's like a Good Culture shortage or what's going on. So, like I said, we're having breakfast for dinner. They're gonna have the King Arthur's gluten-free pancakes. I'm gonna have this. And I got turkey bacon, regular bacon. So we love a breakfast for dinner. That's like a staple. So we have a pasta night, some type of like Mexican night. Most of the time it's like tacos and nachos. Breakfast for dinner. And then the other 2 are wild cards. I miss making our own pizzas in the pizza oven. They got sick of that for a while. I'm gonna put a bunch of cinnamon in here too. Love me some cinnamon. Smells amazing. Alexa, does cinnamon detox your liver?
From NIH.gov, cinnamon as a spice and folk remedy has long been used as a treatment for obesity and liver disease.
Blend this up. My energy drink's starting to kick in. This is really good. Crisp apple. I don't always do energy drinks, but there's certain days when I just like don't feel like having a second cup of coffee, and that's how I feel today. Besides like counting macros, like your macronutrients, like your protein and your fats, your calories, all that stuff, I think that counting fiber is also really great because I feel like a lot of us don't get nearly enough fiber, and it's so good just to cleanse your body. So oats naturally have fiber in them. So in a half cup of oats, there's 4 grams of dietary fiber. I'm gonna try my little egg pan for the pancakes. Don't mind the mess, we live here and we cook here and we do all the things here. So this is what normal houses look like, even though we are clean people and clean. That's why we need to clean again today. I got sauce all over this lid over here too. It smells nice and cinnamony. This could be a terrible idea, I'm not sure. Here's the real test now. Will they flip nicely? Yes. Yay. Yum. I'm melting some butter because the last thing we're gonna do is make that, make that low, I think of the low heat. Let's make that protein banana bread. This little baby one in here. I'm a little concerned because it was really hot, so I don't want them to burn. Because already that one can flip. Ooh. Alright, I think that was the right choice. Alright, let's get started, and that's one serving. I love it. I counted my macros, we're good to go. Gonna have with some syrup and turkey bacon. This, just a bag of Go-Nanas I love. Oh my gosh, if you find their cinnamon one, it is so good. They have a cinnamon bun one, it's like addicting, it's a problem. So this, I probably should have mashed my bananas first. Some super ripe bananas. Wow, that's a lot of fruit flies. That one might be a little too ripe for me. So 3 ripe bananas. Super ripe is better, sweeter. You know you needed something to do with those bananas, don't lie. You can get Amazon Prime this if you need to. They also sell it at Target and a lot of grocery stores. 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm gonna do 2 tablespoons of milk. Then you're gonna get your burnt pancakes. Oh, good, thank you. Oh, well done. I had to turn some lights on. It's so dark out and it's only 1:30. It's crazy. Adding some maple syrup as well. Just gonna mush it all together and stir it up. And then I love these for like little baby banana breads. They're great for lunch boxes too. I gotta remember to make these again before our community day for Tanner's lunchbox. Last time this made 7 of these. Maybe if I make them not so big, it'll make 8. I just realized that I totally forgot to add protein to these, so that sucks. When I normally make it, I add 1 scoop of Truvani banana protein. And you can't even tell, but what a bummer. We'll get them next time, Tiger. And when you add the protein, you don't have to do anything extra. It literally just like mixes in fine. Like you would think you'd have to add more liquid or something, but you really don't. All right, even-ish. Also, Ella with her baby bottles everywhere. All right, back to organizing. It's all good. Why is there no top on the Oreo? It's either gonna be completely... All right, so you already know that I'm gonna say the first thing that we do is take everything out, unless it's like, I have like a couple of cans of items that I know I'm just gonna keep in the can organizer, so I'm keeping those in, and like some of the bigger stuff, but otherwise all the small stuff needs to come out. And not only does this make you go through everything, but lets you rearrange everything in a different way.
He gave me back my life. I owe him everything. Rejoice, rejoice, rejoice in the name of the Lord forever and always.
All right, so everything that I wanted to take out is out, and we are just gonna start with this overview, everything that's on the counter, but we're gonna organize the stuff that's in there and wipe down every cabinet, every, I guess, shelf.
Carried me to shore, held me through the pain. He loved me at my worst. I thank him every day. I will put him first, 'cause he did that for me. He sacrificed himself so I could find my peace. Rejoice, rejoice, rejoice in the name of the Lord forever and always.
All right, so these are all the canned items that we have currently. Usually like I'll stock up on everything, but now I'm in this weird thing where I'm like, the can liners are unhealthy. I know we have to pick and choose, but you see I also got like these bags of like BPA free bags of beans from Thrive Market. So I don't know, I can't make up my mind, but I should probably just restock because it's good to have on hand. And then you see that I moved that shelf up, so it's just a small space, and this is the perfect area for ketchup. So one of my tips is that if you always have some of the same things, make an area for it. So you'll see a little bit later in the video, I'm going to make my meal bins that I always like to do Monday through Friday. Do meals always get in there? No, but when I meal plan, it helps my brain to just put the ingredients in there to know what I have. And then I'm making 2 bins. One is for breakfast and one is for tacos, because we always have a breakfast night and a taco night. We also always have a pasta night, but I have an entire cabinet by the stove that's full of like pasta and sauces.
There can't be no light if darkness don't exist. He never left my side. He showed me the way.
One thing I like to point out to people watching my videos is that I started this video the morning of, or the afternoon of, September 10th, and I didn't finish it until a few days later because one, I don't always have the time to like finish a video in one day, and that should be how it is for you too. Like, we don't always have time to finish an organizing task in one day. So you do have to give yourself that grace, and maybe even set goals for yourself for the week to get a project done. It doesn't have to always be a rush around, and that is something that I'm learning, that I don't want to just rush around all the time, because we're homeschooling now. That gives us more time because homeschool is a lot shorter than real school, and I get to be with my family. But also, that's why we homeschool, because we wanted more time with our kids and more time to like live life. So if it's nice out, I'm going to get outside and play with my kids, come back to this project and things like that. Also, the day that I was filming this was the day that the tragic events took place with Charlie Kirk, and that didn't happen until like later in the video, and that's why I didn't even like talk to the camera anymore, because I was really struggling, but I was still trying to wrap my head around everything. And just when things happen and I like am feeling upset, it almost helps me to organize and keep my mind off of things instead of like looking at social media and all of that. So that was it still is really hard on me and our country, and it's just absolutely awful. But now I am making those bins. I've had these bins for so long, I don't even know if Amazon sells them anymore. And then the labels that I got are from Dollar Tree. And then here's how that meal came out. I just wound up putting it away that night, and then I made the protein pasta the next day and had it for lunch, and actually everyone really liked it.
I won't make it on my own. Where are we? Show yourself strong. Lifter of my head when I'm low. Where are we? Show yourself strong.
So you saw me take like a lot of my Cricut labels off because I'm really loving my lean cutting machine that I used for stickers in a lot of my recent videos. It's from Amazon, but it's so worth it to label things with. And what I do is just I have the app Bazaar, and I'll go ahead and make the image in there with the words, and then move it over to the Lean app and print out stickers. So I've got all the stickers ready, and then now I'm just making this lemon ginger orange, and I put like turmeric in it as well as some black pepper for our little wellness shots. It's way more affordable to do it like this at home. It does take some time. This juicer is about $100, but a lot of those shots are at least $3 a piece, so the juicer pays for itself in the juice shots alone, also in your health. So there's no specific recipe. I usually do at least 6 lemons and then some oranges and a ton of ginger. So that's what we're doing now. And then after those shots are done, just preparing some more things for the fridge before we go ahead and take everything out of the fridge, wipe it down, and organize and restock it.
That is unchangeable. There's no sickness that is unhealable. No one that is unlovable.
Surprisingly enough, my kids do like these shots. They don't take the entire thing, Carter does, but this other kids will do like a half of it, like they'll split it and like make a big deal about it. I don't force them to do it either. I'm just like, I guess they see Chris, Carter, and I having it, so they're like, we want it, but I'll take it all day because already I was up all night, and today is our community day. I was up all night. I haven't slept in days. Like, I just have been completely unwell, and no matter how hard I try. And then last night I finally felt like I could sleep, but then Evie was up just like stuffy nose, like couldn't breathe well all night. So I know there's other moms dealing with that. So I'll take all of the immune system support I can get. Now we are just soaking our strawberries, gonna dry those off and use our new glass jars, which I'm really loving. And then I'm gonna be making some drinks. So I'm going to be doing a couple of things of electrolytes and then a couple of things of BCAAs with creatine that I take after my workouts are done.
We can pretend that we're just friends, yeah. But who are we kidding? We can pretend that we feel nothing. But if you game, I am willing to jump. 'Cause I've been thinking about crossing the line and just giving. And I'm feeling the way I do. Cause I've been thinking about you all the time, can't get enough. I wanna make it with you.
So here's the before of the fridge, and of course I need to have a talk with you because it's me and I talk a lot. But fridges look like this. One, this isn't even that bad, right? Because I'm constantly going through it, but it's just dirty and, not organized at all. But that is why we do resets. You shouldn't feel guilty. Life happens, we get busy, you have a kid pulling on you, you just throw stuff into a drawer, you just throw stuff into the fridge. But that's why we do these resets, to reset our mind and reset our home. So never feel guilty for that. But what you can do is feel motivated to tackle a project that you look at every day that is just stressing you out and making you feel guilty, even though it shouldn't, and get it done, and you'll feel so much better. So this is exactly that situation. Another thing that I can say that has changed in me is that I stopped overbuying, because yes, we are a large family, so we do a Costco order probably once a week, as well as like a regular grocery order, and have to stop at the store. Especially with homeschooling, all of our meals are made at home, breakfast, lunch, dinner. So we're eating home more, and we go through food faster. But I was so tired of like throwing away food that went bad, and that made me feel guilty. So definitely, kind of seeing now with my kids' ages and how much we're home, how much to be buying at a time. But now that everything's out of the fridge, the first thing I'm doing is using one of these hot, wet cloths, because everything is pretty dirty and it needs that first before I can even like use spray on this.
Only you move me to the rhythm. Only you move me to the rhythm. Only you move me to the rhythm.
All right, now that we got all the sticky gunk off with that hot wet towel, we can use our spray to give it like some, antibacterial and also because it smells really good. I always use my Thieves cleaner. It's been 100 years, and this time I added lemon and cinnamon to kind of give it a fall scent. And I'm hoping this week to be able to do my kitchen decorate. And honestly speaking, I didn't get to scrub my whole kitchen like I wanted to in this video. In my mind, I was going to clean the entire kitchen as well as make the meal baskets and share my meals with you, but it didn't happen. So I'm gonna include the clean in the decorate with me, so it'll be a kitchen clean and decorate. And then once I make my meal baskets, I'll probably just throw up a short. I also have this video that I edited and put together and just still haven't posted, but it's a reel of meals that we've had for a week, just to help give you some easy, healthy dinner ideas. So also, being completely honest, my mental health this past week since all of that went down has been not good. But I always want to show up for you, but I also, if my gut feeling is to just, be with my family and feel my feelings, I have to do that first. Otherwise, I just can't even complete a task or a job. And I also am somebody that it's a blessing and a curse, but I just can't fake it. I just can't get on and be like, yeah, everything's great. Here's my cleaning video. Even though I know that's how a lot of us make money. So I'm not knocking anybody, and it's not even oh, I wonder if people will be mad or sad if I post. It's not that at all. It's just that I physically couldn't get to my voiceover and get the video done. But here I am now showing up, and I did the most that I could in this video, and we're just gonna have to do the full deep cleaning of the kitchen when we do the fall kitchen decor. Well, I'm doing Halloween again because I love that. But my theme that I'm trying to capture is how I did my Christmas decorate with me, just nostalgic 90s is the vibe that I'm going for.
I won't lie, well, you'll never know if I'm fine. Am I alright? Well, you'll never know, you took this path on your own time without giving us a try.
I'm grateful for this fridge. This was my dream fridge, the cafe appliance with white and the rose gold handles. But I have a love-hate relationship with this. We have a different fridge, a Hisense fridge at the Bay, and that fridge I'm obsessed with. It's just regular stainless steel, but it just works so much better for our family, and I want one here, but I don't know if it'll fit in that space. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and stay tuned for lots more videos. This week gonna be the fall clean and decorate.